friends. It's definitely not a glamour day. I got work to do. Hopefully I can get through it. But I haven't posted a video in a couple days. I'm still here. My grandson had a birthday. My daughter's getting ready to move, so I was helping her. So I just ran out of time. So anyway, I just wanted to pop on here and say hello. And I'm coming up with a new strategy for getting things done, and I'm hoping this is going to work. So first of all, I have found somebody to help me with the housework, which I'm really excited about. And she's actually an old family friend that has opened up her own cleaning company. And so I contacted her on Facebook and I talked to her on the phone, and she was more than happy to help me get the things done that I need to get done. Now, this isn't to say I'm not going to be doing anything myself, because I'm perfectly capable of doing things myself, but since I've gotten so far behind, I really need somebody to help me deep clean and to maintain the areas of my house that I'm not using anymore. And I built this house as my retirement home with the plan of when I get to the point where I can't maintain it anymore, or I can't do the stairs because it is a colonial with a basement, that I had the plan that I would close off the upstairs and just live on this floor and not have to move. So anyway, that was my original plan, and I'm going to stick with that as long as I can. So it's getting to the point where I'm still using the upstairs. I mainly use my basement for storing my my food and the things I don't use all the time. I have gotten rid of a ton of stuff. If I ever do entertain, you know, we have a bar down there, which is really nice. So I'm just not ready to give that up yet. You know, I mean, the concept of a tiny house is so appealing, but I know in all reality, I would have to get rid of probably 90% of the things I have. Having 3 dogs that they'd run away if they had the opportunity, so I have to have a little fenced in area to keep them safe. So, and I couldn't do that with a tiny house unless I bought a piece of land and, you know, fenced the area in for them. But then I would have the issue of, you know, mowing the lawn, maintaining that. So it would be, for me, trading one set of things to do for another. So since this is a townhouse, I do have people that mow. You know, they mow the whole area. It's well maintained. The association fees are not that high. I would pay probably more to a gardener to do the work. So I had it all planned out actually when I bought this house. So, and actually when I broke my hip, I did live on this first floor for probably close to 2 years. The only time I would go upstairs was to shower and to, you know, to get dressed. But I had 3 puppies, and I spent the night on my day bed down here, which I still have, and I decorate that nicely so that it kind of blends in with the furniture. But the reason I did that was because I wanted to potty train them during the night. So I wanted to be close to them so that I could let them out at night if I needed to. So I'm going to stay in my house, and I'm going to continue to purge things, because there's things that I just don't want to dust anymore. I don't want to maintain anymore. So anyway, I'm babbling here. This is the strategy that I've come up with. So, and this might even work for people that don't have mobility issues, but I'm going to try this. So anyway, I came up with a list of basic things that I can do in 15 minutes. So if I have a day where, you know, I need, whoa, it's very windy here and something fell over on my deck. I'll be right back. I need to check that out. Well, that was interesting. That was a huge gust of wind. It was like a wind shear thing. And it blew over this little tiny table that I have in the corner. And it's, you know, got some junk on it. Nothing breakable. But it blew the whole table over. And it's just a small table, but that's never happened before. So anyway, no harm done. Let's see, where was I? Oh, I came up with, and I'm adding to this list as I think of things, and it's basic things that I can do to maintain my house, especially once it's been deep cleaned, then it'll be easier to keep clean. And, you know, I kind of plan on good days, I'll get more done. On days where I'm achy and I can't do too much, then I'll just do something on the list. And I'm trying to not only put work, but also a little bit of exercise and a little bit of fun things. So it's not all work and no play, because that's dull and boring, and who the heck wants to live life that way? Not me. So some of the things I came up with, and like I said, I'm going to keep adding to this list as I think about it. Then I also want to make a list of things I can do in 30 minutes and, you know, incorporate that into it. So anyway, here's the list I came up with. Vacuum the downstairs or the upstairs. Now for me, vacuuming hurts my lower back if I do too much of it, the pushing and the pulling. But, you know, if I only limit myself to certain areas and maybe do a little bit every day, that would work out fine for me. So I can water my plants. And you know, if you've watched some of my other videos, the people that have been with me for a while, they know I have a ton of really big plants in my dining room. I call it my winter oasis, and it's my plant room, and I just like to bring nature inside. So it, you know, it takes 10-15 minutes to water them. So I can do that in 15 minutes. I can vacuum my furniture, because with dogs, as you know, if you have pets, dogs, cats, there's always hair, always. It's never gone. You can vacuum and 5 minutes later, there it is again. So anyway, I can do the dishes in 15 minutes. That includes emptying or loading the dishwasher. I don't like to have my dishes pile up in my sink. So usually when after I eat or cook or something, I'll rinse them and put them in the dishwasher, or if something needs to be washed, I'll wash it and just put it on the drying pad to dry. But I hate a sink full of dishes. It's just not my thing. I can clean a bathroom in 15 minutes. To me, a lot of people don't like cleaning the bathroom. I don't like cleaning the bathroom, but for me, it's such a quick job that I don't mind doing it. So I can get a bathroom cleaned. And I have 3.5 baths. So, you know, there's always one that needs a little bit spiffing up. I don't use them all. If I have guests or something, you know, we usually use the downstairs. That's a half bath. And then I have the 3 full baths, but I only really use the 1.5 bath. The other bathrooms I just clean, you know. So anyway, I can declutter the kitchen table, which is an ongoing process for me because I always have. This is where I live here in my kitchen at my table. I always have papers on here. I print off a lot of recipes that I want to try. So that lands on the table before I get around to, you know, hole punching and filing it in my recipe books. There's always clutter on my table. So I can do that in 15 minutes. I can clean up the dog mess in the yard, which is also with 3 dogs an ongoing process. And it really doesn't take that long, but let's face it, it's not a pleasant job, but it needs to be done. So I can do that in 15 minutes. I can dust one room. So, pick a room. Down here, I have my living room, my kitchen, my dining room, my bathroom, and my laundry room. So if I dust one room and just keep it going round and round, that's 5 days of dusting, and it keeps it clean. So that I could do in 15 minutes. I could fold a load of laundry. I don't mind folding laundry, but to be honest with you, I absolutely hate to put away laundry, and I know what the problem is. The problem is, and I'm working on this, but it's a slow process. Right now I'm working on my pants, and pants that are not comfortable or that are a little too tight. Your body changes as you get older, even if you're, into exercising and things. It just does. So I'm trying to downsize on the clothes, but it's just crammed still full of clothes, and it's so hard to put things away, even if you don't constantly add new things, because you have to jam it and cram it. So that's why I hate putting laundry away. I can do some stretches, and I started that this morning, so yay me. I hope I keep it up, but I'm going to start doing some exercising, and I want to start with stretches. I don't want to start right now with weight bearing and aerobic, because I just want to start stretching and loosening up a little bit, and then I will add a little bit of aerobic exercise. The weather's still nice, so walking outside, I always love to do that, and I just don't know why I don't do it more often, but I just got out of the habit, so I don't. But I want to start doing that. But first I'm going to work on a week of maybe doing some stretches and getting my joints loosened up a little bit. You can purge and organize one drawer. You could do that in 10 minutes, really, if you're on a roll. So get yourself a box and, or a couple boxes, and if you want to put some things in other places, if you want to donate things, have a box for that, and then just make your drawers neat, especially in a kitchen or a clothes drawer, and have everything handy to put in a box and seal it up, and out the door it goes. Now I have people that come to the house. I put my things out in the morning and they come and pick them up. So I really don't even have to drive anywhere. I just keep it in my garage, and then before they come, I put it out and they pick it up and it's gone. So you can declutter the dining room table, because lately all my little projects have been ending up on my dining room table. So I need to stop doing that, because I didn't always do that, but lately I find myself doing that. I don't know why, I just did. So I think maybe once I finish getting my craft room organized, because I have been working on that and I'm making some progress, then a lot of those things need to go up there, and they need to find a home up there. So it's like a big snowball. One thing leads to another. It's like if you paint a room, then all of a sudden you notice the carpet looks terrible, or your furniture is worn, and it just keeps going and going and going. So, but that's okay. It gives us something to do, and something to look forward to, and something to be grateful for, because we do have all these things to do. Another thing you can do in 15 minutes, and this isn't work related, you can read a magazine. You can pick up your book and read 15 minutes of your book. Put your feet up, have a cup of coffee, have a cup of tea. Another thing you can do while you're having your coffee or tea, you can either meditate or stare into space and collect your thoughts. That's one of my favorite things to do. So you can do that. You can call a friend, have a chat with them. So that you can do in 15 minutes. And last but not least, and like I said, this list is ever growing, is you can make a home-cooked meal and throw things into your crock pot. That doesn't take long. You know, if you're chopping vegetables, you just chop those up. I don't know if you can hear my wind chimes, but it's really windy out there, and I have my door open, my sliding door, and I love my wind chimes. I just love them. So I have a bunch of wind chimes hanging on my deck, and it's really zen to me, and I love that. Anyway, that was my last suggestion on doing things for 15 minutes. What do you guys do when you have 15 minutes? You know, or if you can only do 15 minutes worth of work at a time. What are your favorite things to do? Please leave me a comment below and let me know, and we can all share and add to our list. So anyway, I just wanted to pop on here. Oh, one more thing. I got this doggy treat book, and it's Easy Organic Dog Treats. I thought this was cute, and it came with these little doggy cookie cutters. And every once in a while, I like to make treats for my dogs. I use sweet potatoes, or I use pumpkin, and I make a dough out of it, and then I bake it, and they love them. I haven't made those in a while. So, but this book has, it's by Sharon Jones, and it came in a little kit, and it was like $5 for the kit. So, but it has organic dog food, organic treats of different kinds. It even has vegetarian dog treats, which I like. I don't feed my dogs vegetarian, you know. I just feed them regular dog food. But, I mean, being vegetarian is my choice. So, and, you know, until the day comes where we don't eat our fellow animals, then, you know, they're carnivores. So, but anyway, so it has in here too a list of bad people food for dogs, and I just wanted to read the list real quick. Well, I'll do this. So here's the list of things that you should not give your dog. Now I know xylitol is very toxic to dogs, so check your peanut butter, check ingredients for anything that you have like that for xylitol, and if it has xylitol, do not give it to your dogs. So there's the list, and that's all I have for you today, and I just want to wish you abundant blessings. I love you guys. I love our little group here. I think it's awesome, and I'll see you next time.